Greetings and salutations, one and all, across the various platforms on the internet. My name is Jordan, aka Mankey Games, and we're going to play some more Olympus Rising. Stars Without Number campaign, sci-fi, cool shoot-'em-up stuff. But before we do all that, let me just go ahead and bring everybody over to here. Awesome. Everybody can see now. That's fantastic. That was the intent. Let me tell you, for those of you that may not know about KFC, which I assume is no one, but just in case you might not know about KFC, they have this new Nashville hot flavor. It's delicious. If you like spicy, but like flavored spicy, not like just burn the roof of your mouth spicy, strongly suggest it. Strongly suggest it. I'm going to go ahead and unmute us here. It looks like everybody has arrived. Hey.
He is.
There he is.
Look at that.
There he is. Maybe.
Hello?
Hello.
The good news is it sounds like... oh, well, Devin muted himself. But it did sound like he fixed his microphone.
Yeah, give or take. Seems like.
He's also muted himself.
Yeah.
Anyway, hello everyone. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Dog problems. Got it. Fantastic. Anyway,
Dog probs.
we're going to go ahead and jump right into it here. I started from the bottom in Siege, so I'm going to do that today. Matt, tell us how your week's been. What's new with you? What's going on?
Oh, man. So I went to the House on the Rock yesterday, and
I require context for that statement.
Yeah, so it's this, like, sprawling house. Basically, this guy, this eccentric fellow who lived in Wisconsin, built this house, and I'm not going to be able to give, like, the actual historical details or anything like that. But, eccentric guy builds this house. People start coming out to see it, and he thinks to himself, gee, I should charge them, he muses to himself, I should charge these people admission. And then he does, and then he becomes like a multimillionaire and pours every dollar of that into making his house and his collection of just crazy shit greater and greater. This includes like carousels with carousels and music machines, like instead of a player piano, like a player orchestra, and just it's kind of ridiculous. I can't do it justice, but it was like being in it was basically being like in a trip the entire afternoon. I restrain myself from flooding chat with pictures like I typically do, but
It's interesting because that seems a little bit more eccentric, but it sounds like the same concept as the Edison House in Fort Myers, where I'm from, where it's Thomas Edison's Florida home, right? But they have they always like decorate it like super with all these weird shit every holidays, and yeah, all the like fucking cats and shit live there, and it's kind of weird and crazy, and you're just like walking. There's like rooms you can't go in that you just walk through, and you see them as they were, however many years ago, and it's somewhat strange.
Just super quick, so you have some idea what I'm talking about. I'm going to throw a link in chat, and you can glance at it whenever.
Fantastic.
They're like a good example. We had no idea what to expect when we went to this place. We just knew that it was supposed to be fun and whatever. It wound up taking us like 5 hours, and toward the end, we were just like blowing past stuff because we just couldn't possibly stop and look at every little thing. It would have taken us a month. But there's one room where you just walk in and there is a like 4 or 5 time greater than life-size whale being attacked by a proportionally enlarged squid and like thrashing out of. There's this enormous scene that's 4 or 5 stories tall, and you walk up around it, and there's little dioramas and everything all along the entire walkway up, 5 stories. It's insane. I don't like to use that word a lot, but I felt like I was losing my mind toward the end of it. It was really a very unique experience going into that completely cold.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that's the highlight of my week.
Well, that looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And also quite frightening.
Oh man, yeah, I've got one of the other reasons that I was holding back from flooding chat is there's a lot of creepy shit that people might not appreciate.
Yeah,
there's a lot of like circus stuff.
Yeah,
and
I noticed there are some interesting pictures in that link.
Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. Will, are you present?
No.
Hooray! Wait, why were you at 31%? Was there a point in time where I could not... your volume was too loud, Will?
The possibility exists.
Okay. I've turned you up. You sound great now. How are you doing, sir? How's your week been? Tell us all about it.
Can't confirm. I did have him at like 20 also, so...
I finally got the work done at the house that needed to get done. I'm ecstatic. Just did huge improvement just having those contractors come over at the expense of 5 days of sleep. But about the same.
Fantastic. Is this the work that you've like needed done for pretty much ever, or is this new stuff?
No, ever.
Oh, okay.
Okay. The day you came over and looked at it, yeah, that stuff.
The day I came over and ripped out all your carpet in an hour and you told me I couldn't?
I don't believe I actually said you couldn't.
Well, no. There was... Listen, let me tell the story about when Will bought his house. And he's like, hey, Jordan, can you come help me rip out this carpet? Because we don't want this damn carpet. We'd rather do something else with it. And I was like, yeah, sure. I have a lot of experience ripping shit out of houses and not. And so I grab our buddy Danny and I go over that house. And we were going to play D&D. Like, that was the intent. But then Will's like, yeah, I don't know if this is going to be... I don't know if we're going to be able to do this. Like... And he's like, man, if we can get it done in an hour, but I don't think that's going to happen. And I looked at Danny and I said, okay, you ready? And we did it in like 45 minutes. We ripped out all the carpet of a second floor of his house. Just in like 45 minutes. Just literally throwing shit out the windows and like down the stairs. And we got it all out. Yeah, it's pretty good. And it's because we wanted to play D&D, basically, is how that went.
That was my next question, is did you manage
No. Then we played D&D for a while.
See, you just need the right motivation.
Absolutely.
That's all.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's the same game that Danny crit himself.
It is, yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Hey,
back when I was a newbie GM and I allowed people to roll natural ones and crit themselves. Indeed.
Brutal.
Yeah, indeed. However, Megan, prior to Friday, how's your week been?
Yeah, that's a good thing to say. Prior to Friday, my week was fantastic. It's going fine. Nothing major to talk about. And then my life got ruined. So that happened. That was the thing.
Yeah. That seems like bad.
Yeah, it was bad. It was not fun at all. But that's okay.
It was a little bit fun. It was a little bit fun. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Are we going to have a discussion about perspective now?
Possibly.
About the very real threat of mortality?
Oh, no, I just meant whose seat we're sitting in and whether or not it's fun.
Right. Yeah. True. But yeah, good. Fantastic. Anything else to report? Yesterday.
Yeah, that's true. Yesterday, got back on the Divinity train. That was fun.
Finally, after
Fun
like
times.
2 weeks of not playing it.
Yeah. And started character creation of new character. So that's fun, uplifting.
Yeah. No, that's why I wanted to do it so soon afterwards, because it kind of dulls the pain a little bit.
Yeah, it still hurts, but it's gonna be okay.
Don't worry, I'll be in the same position in like 30 minutes.
Yeah, and then when my next character dies right now, it's not gonna be quite as bad. It's like slightly less
right. Yeah, it's
dulling of the
dulled
pain, right?
Slightly.
Yeah, so it's gonna be fine. It's all gonna be good.
It's fantastic. Well, we'll go from the most recent player to have a character die in one of my games to the very first player to ever have a character die in one of my games. Devin.
Full circle. There you go.
Yeah.
Devin, tell us how your week has been, sir.
Good and okay. I reinstalled my drivers on my computer for my audio, and it did absolutely nothing. So I went through and I changed, like, min-maxed all my settings for recording devices and got things to work.
Yeah, you sound great now. I actually turned you back down to 100%.
Yeah, so I had to...
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I went through and adjusted some gain levels and some output levels, and then some other stuff so lots of stuff. So I think it might just be the headset that I bought. It's a quiet microphone, I guess. And then that's about all I did this week. This weekend has felt really long, which is good because of things, but yeah. So then I just got to go into work tonight at like 3 in the morning. So
3 in the morning. What are you doing?
My overnight guy called off.
Oh, sons of bitches.
Yeah.
Well, that's fantastic. My week has been pretty good, especially since...
Hey, Jordan?
Yeah.
No one asked you.
I know.
Hey, Jordan, how was your week?
He does this every week as if someone does ask him.
Right, no, every week. So my week has been great, especially this weekend, because today was the first, like, legitimate day of vacation. I was off, like, for my weekend, but today I didn't have to go to work. And that starts the first out of 10 days that I don't have to go to work. So that's pretty exciting. I got paid to play RimWorld all day. And,
nice.
That seems awesome to me. But yeah, no, I will be in town for the next 2 days, and then I will be leaving to New Orleans, and I'll be there until the night of the 14th, I think. And then I'll be back on the 15th, just in time for the new D&D book to come out that I'm super excited about and should arrive at my house on that particular day.
Nice.
Yeah. It's got a bunch of new races. Like, it's got all, like, the monstrous races. If you wanted to play a D&D game where we're like all actual orcs or like bugbears or goblins or stuff like that. It's got all the rules for that. Yeah.
Nice.
It's got some other cool ones, like it's got like merfolk. It's got the Yuan-Ti, which are the snake people. It's got the Aasimar, which are like the touched by celestial gods, like red eyes and blonde hair, and they can like become angels or demons and shit like that. But yeah, that's all I know about, at least for the like player stuff. But it's like Monster Manual 2 as well. It's got like 96 new monsters and stuff. So I'm really excited to dive into that before that game on that upcoming Friday.
Well, that sounds good.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. I'm super excited about it. But speaking of like monsters and shit that's going on, we need to address just what's going on this particular map right here. let's have a conversation about what's going on here. For those of you that may have forgotten, what is
Sure
occurring
do.
at this time.
I'm pretty sure what's going on is everyone's dying, but yeah.
If I live, I level up when it's over. That's fun. But that probably won't be happening, so oh well.
However, most importantly, I'm going to go real quick because I don't think that this will be a true statement, but maybe. Did anyone complete any goals that they need to tell me about?
No.
Well,
I'm real
okay.
close to failing a goal, if that matters, but no.
Does it matter if I accomplished a goal and then we ran back into danger? Because I believe we did escape the facility. However,
no.
We also made the willful decision to re-enter.
Like, the deal
said
is,
facility
you would still have had to have dealt with things if you had just chosen to take the tunnel path and leave. There are still roadblocks that may be in front of you along that path. So,
yeah.
Unfortunately, no. I don't think that is a legitimate...
Spoiler alert, I guess.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. Yeah.
Everyone heal up before...
Yeah, maybe take a couple of days rest with the lack of food we have.
Yeah.
I got food. Who doesn't have food?
I think everyone else in the party besides
and
No, I'm holding food.
Okay, mostly just Will then.
Well, I was gonna say, are alien races edible?
Do you mean Hiapo?
No, well, I was more referring to you because you're at 1 health. But yeah. Hiapo.
I mean, yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm gonna start eating lizard people here in a minute.
Yeah.
People eat bugs in the wild. That's totally a thing that occurs.
That's true.
Yeah, you could totally grill up these lizards.
I think that might be the best option.
The Syriac people actually taste a lot like lobster if you boil them with some.
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds fantastic. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's best if you boil them in seawater, but in a pinch you could use probably the coolant from the core.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Although boiling coolant sounds like a hard task.
No. If we're gonna eat Oscar, we're gonna do it right. We're gonna boil them in engine grease.
Yeah.
Just let it simmer there for a little bit.
Yeah. Sounds fantastic.
All the MES.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's how you
Literally.
create psionics.
Well, the S is actually for metadimensional extroversion stew.
Right, yeah.
Oh.
It's not syndrome
So if
any
you-
longer, it's stew.
Yeah, in a culinary sense.
Yeah.
Where,
Yeah, that seems great. It seems like the next arc that we can take. So, let's recap a bit. Luckily, 2 of you are uninjured, which seems great. I think that's a good.
it's
a good
not
thing to
the
know.
usual two though.
That's true.
The 2 that are uninjured, Go-Go, you currently have not taken any wounds. However, standing immediately in front of you is this giant lizard-like
soon.
creature.
Soon I will
Yeah,
take this.
soon, TM. Hiapo, who was to your right, has taken a severe injury. He is on the brink of passing out from shock and blood loss at this point. Fortune, you took a punch or something to the face, it looks like. I don't remember
Some
exactly.
scratches.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly what it was. Boomer, you're still doing fine. You got your laser rifle. I'm not sure you've hit anything yet, but
No, he totally did.
Yeah, he hit. He was the only one who did hit, I recall.
The very last attack of the session was him.
Oh, that's
just
right, because it was.
annihilating
I looked
them.
at it and it said Go-Go, and I was like, oh yeah, Go-Go killed the
No.
last one. But I realized she was rolling for Boomer, so yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So you
No,
did.
Boomer.
The final
he had his
blast
moment to
was
shine.
the final blast was you laser rifling the big green nasty lizard that was latched onto Hiapo's arm. And Oscar, you're currently in possession of a spinning dual flail of doom. And
It's very likely Doom.
it appears reactive in some way to you, right? Like, because when you affected it with psionics, it became erratic and started like you couldn't control it, and neither the original wielder could control it. It ended up dealing some damage to his mount, as it as it like flew all over the place until you were able to like grab it and actually like physically hold it in a certain location. But maybe not in this moment. But if you were to take a moment and really think about this thing, and really like kind of observe how it's affecting you. It appears to be drawing upon some of your energy. And that's probably what tips you off to the sci-tech aspect of this particular object. It's clearly drawing some power from you. How much? Who knows? That would require some more testing.
It also drew a non-negligible amount of health from me.
Yes, it did. And you weren't even attacked with it.
Clobbered me.
You weren't even attacked with it. In fact,
right.
The attack from it has not even landed on anyone or even been assaulted. But probably the more important feature about that is that big dude who was wielding this thing, instead of running down the tunnel, appears to have departed the scene, right? It's kind of just you against this big, nasty green lizard, which brings us to Fortune. You are at the top of the order.
I am.
This thing is the only thing moving currently, is this bad nasty right here.
Punch it.
What would you like to do?
No, I'm definitely going to try to shoot this thing.
You're gonna revolver it? Cool.
Actually, in the interest of party welfare, I'm going to run up and try to punch it.
Try and distract it from Go-Go, is that...
Yeah.
Totally.
Awesome.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, so, I can move my character. I'm still not used to this
Oh my
thing,
god, it's
so.
amazing, isn't it? You can actually look at
God.
things and see things and move your own character.
Devin, how much did you pay for that privilege?
I paid
For real.
$423 for that.
How does it...
Oh god, how does it feel?
Does it feel like
Is it
yeah?
worth it?
It feels every bit worth of $50.
Yeah.
That's
But once I move again and my internet allows me to do more than like 15 megabits per second, I'll do more about gaming. But yeah, 15 megabits per second is kind of disappointing.
Yeah, you gotta get on that Rocket League, man.
Well, I got to get on that rocket speed internet, so.
Yeah. Anyway, you're going to punch it.
Yeah, so meanwhile...
These are AC 5?
These are AC 5, yes. Mostly due to their large size, and they're just a bit more durable than...
No additional modifiers?
Nope. Not that I can think of, unless you can think of
Due
any.
to their general punchability.
That's what I figured.
Yeah, so, I mean, the thing that you have done, however, is you are up in its face attempting to, like, engage it. So you have definitely become a target over Go-Go. So these guys are still on the turn order. I know that's shocking to you guys.
Yes.
But also, you guys have kind of dealt with these things before, and you know what might be going on there. Hey.
God damn it.
Fantastic.
I don't like that.
So, during their turn, you see this individual right here. This one right here. It has reconstituted whatever injuries it had and is slowly pushing itself up off the ground. So it's going to have to use like half of its movement to do that, which leaves it with enough to run down and hit Hiapo. These things move a bit faster than you do.
So we'd like to establish now, before Hiapo dies, any additional slots he has is carrying food.
No. The bag works in the same way, whether or not Hiapo is alive and carrying it.
Okay.
Hiapo is not the Deus Ex Machina. It's the bag.
You see that giant bag on
divine
him?
intervention.
Yeah.
So this guy is going to run up to Hiapo and he's going to slash him with his claws. And I don't... What's Hiapo's AC? It's AC 7. Alright. AC 7. No other modifiers.
Oh, thank God.
Just barely. He comes slashing in. Hiapo ducks behind the wall, the little piece of wall jutting out, and the claws rake up against it, and they send sparks kind of flying everywhere. And that brings us to Oscar's turn.
I'm like, Oscar, get the little one.
Is he also 5?
No.
Or is he 7?
The little one is 7. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're AC 7. Now, you have this... Yeah. So what do you do with this big-ass fucking flail when you... Are you like, holding it, and then you, like, use your mind to, like, pull your monoblade out and fling it at the guy?
I think I'm... Because the mace is too goddamn heavy. I'm just, like, floating that, that's probably on the ground somewhere in my general vicinity right now.
The mace?
Okay,
so it's like you've like tossed it to the side and like...
Not tossed, like... Because the whole point originally was to get it away from the literal wrecking ball that was coming. The wrecking ball riding a dinosaur.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Carrying smaller wrecking balls.
Yes. So, like, he's got it, but he's not attacking with it because, one, he just, almost killed... He almost killed himself retrieving it. And I think he's not going to fuck around with that. It's not a very heroic way to die.
No, it's not.
Like, two turns in a row clobbering yourself with a weapon that you have no, right to be using. So, no, this is his sword. He just,
Yeah. So you fling
monoblade comes out of the sheath, goes sailing over, and
just skewers him, and you see this thing. It kind of like grabs for the blade, and then it topples over again, seemingly inactive from that blow.
I would like on the next turn Ayapo to just start curb stomping things.
Alright. So
you want him to start giving everything the boomer treatment?
Yeah.
So
jump on that and stab that 5 more times.
For those of you that can see, you see a form come running out over in this direction. And he's running over here.
He doesn't seem like the type of thing that would run away, so I think he's running to something else, which is disturbing.
So I did see that. I did have line of sight to that.
Yeah.
I would like to shout to Gogo that perhaps it's time to use the rocket launcher. Like, we may need... So, Gogo, we... hit the hallway.
Sure.
Gogo's face probably goes from, like, sheer panic from having this gigantic lizard in front of her to, like...
So yeah, he's...
Well, here's the thing, though.
Indicating, like, over this general direction.
Sure, yeah.
I recognize that... I recognize that there's a massive...
there's kind of
critter,
I have something hearing my vision at the moment, but...
You can fall back.
So, however, Heapo is able to use his weapon again. And so he is going to attempt to shoot this thing that's engaging you, Fortune.
Okay.
With his... you guys gave him a laser rifle.
We did.
Got that. So we're going to roll
Big
that.
money.
Let's see that burst fire.
5.
It's not burst fire.
2. Laser rifles can burst fire.
Can they? I thought they just had a standard bonus.
They have a standard bonus and they can burst fire.
Well, shit.
Yep.
I have to roll it again.
And that's the hit. That is the hit and the kill right there. That's the second
I see a hit. I see 9 damage.
Yeah, I see he rolled a 22. And that's...
Okay. However...
He's not dead.
4 damage is not enough to kill this beast, unfortunately.
See, I see that exact same thing, except 9
So he hits it, and it blows one of the legs off. Like, just incinerates it in the smell of burning flesh. But this creature is now, like, it shifts its weight onto its singular leg and is angered. And Heapo, in the interest of his own safety, is going to dive behind this cover over here.
Smart.
But this thing is going to going to attempt to bite you, Fortune.
Mm-hmm,
You are the current target.
I'll accept that.
And let me... Creatures. That's what this is. Alright. I attempt to bite you. What is your AC, sir?
I believe it is now 4.
Dex bonus.
Dex bonus?
I believe it is now 3.
Don't shortchange yourself.
Yeah.
I miss.
Yeah.
Ever so slightly, I miss.
I say no.
So you like grab its jaws and like hold them from coming in and biting your face off.
I
like,
think
toss
I
it
look over at
backwards.
Go-Go and I'm like, can you do something about this?
Which brings us to Go-Go's turn.
Yeah, shotgun it to the face, hopefully.
All right, you're just gonna like stick
you're,
the
like,
barrel up under the.
Literally. I'm gonna
Yeah.
hold it to
So I'll
his
roll
chest.
because it's not engaged with you, and there's no like, there's no danger immediately to you, even though it's in melee range. You can roll without a penalty on this one.
Yay. These are 5, yeah.
Yes, 5. And are you burst firing?
Yep.
All right. Hey.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And so, yeah, you just stick your barrel into the mouth and just pull the trigger 3 times. And you can feel the mush.
Fortune's holding its mouth
Yeah,
open.
Virgin's holding the
I
mouth
now
open.
have
just
a hand
hold
on
it.
each jaw, and there's nothing
Yes.
attached to those jaws.
Basically, that's how it is.
That's
And this
hilarious.
creature appears to be dead. However, we're going to stay in initiative order just for a few seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And bring it to Boomer's turn.
Are we
Boomer-
chasing things, Boomer?
Boomer just sits and waits. And he's going to hold his action for the next enemy to appear, and then he's going to light it up.
Okay, with which weapon? Because range might be a determining factor here.
The energy rifle.
Okay, the laser rifle. Cool. Awesome. So you're just like, you take a knee and like you're aiming. You're watching all the targets.
If anything breathes,
Yeah.
Fortune, it's your turn.
I need uno segundo. That's my max distance, right?
nope.
10 meters. Yep.
Well, do you want an action or not?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Well, can I move and then decide that I wanted
Yeah.
to sprint after I move?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
In which case, we're gonna go to about here.
Yep.
And
So you can see it's harder for you to see, right? But you can see into these little alcoves again. But the light is from the flare mostly.
the flare, yeah.
Yeah, which is right here.
A lot of nothing. For my action, then, can I light a flare and toss it?
Absolutely.
I would like to light a flare and toss it.
Sure. Oops, wrong thing. See.
Where are my flares? Hold on, before you give me a flare. Oh yeah, okay, they're there.
Uh-huh.
I thought I had dropped them to pick up something else, but
So you can toss them right to about here.
that's what I would like to do.
Sure. You've lit up a lot more of the tunnel now.
I have. I see nothing.
Yeah, right. And you know the thing went this way.
Yeah, I saw it do that thing. But at the moment,
As Oscar is very intentionally showing you.
I hang out.
Okay.
I say, hey, I didn't see anything.
All right. Fantastic. Oscar, it's your turn.
Oscar collapses. He just he like sits down and takes out a med pack and starts trying
Begins healing
to
yourself.
like whatever wherewithal he has to do so. He's trying to piece himself together.
Sure, yeah.
So what do I gain from a use of that? What do I roll?
You roll a medicine check, and then your level of success depends on how much health you're going to regain from it.
Okay.
A 6 is a d6, an 8 is 2d6, and every
With-
integer of 2. I'm gonna say.
Could I argue wisdom is battlefield knowledge? I
think it would be dexterity or intelligence. Intelligence
go
being
with
knowing the physiology,
dex.
or dexterity, like physically being able to do it, right? Like physically being able to like stitch wounds or something like that.
Piece back together an exoskeleton.
Yeah. Right. It's either the ability to do something or the knowledge of how to do that thing is the two things here.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, if you roll a 6, it'll be a d6. Nice.
Yeah.
You can roll 3d6 and gain that much health back.
Plus Constitution bonus.
No, just 3d6 straight up, because the med kit has nothing to do with your personal constitution.
Big money, big money. Well, I guess for you it doesn't really need to be big money, just decent money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll
Hooray.
Decent money. Yeah.
Yeah. So you begin like patching yourself up and shoving like drugs into your body. Like basically, you hit yourself in the in the chest with an adrenaline pump.
It's the usual thing where he's just like, it's not pretty.
We've learned last time
works.
shoving gauze isn't exactly the best way to do it.
Right.
So
well, if you have enough gauze, it'll do the trick. But
indeed. So,
okay. Yeah, that's how he spends his turn.
I get hit in the face with an energy blast.
No, I need you to roll me a perception check based on wisdom, please.
Perception based on wisdom. Assisted by my flare?
There would be no. This is a hearing check, not a.
Hey.
All right, fantastic. That's enough. So even with your flare, you can see that there's odd shadows being reflected, in like this direction. Hold on, in like this direction.
Okay.
There's shadows that are being cast, and you see movement and stuff. But in addition, you begin to hear the hum of. Man, you would
like
only be able to describe it as maybe an energy spike, like a and it's growing in intensity, whatever is going on in there.
Is it? Does he recognize that he's heard something similar recently?
I mean,
yeah, I was thinking, like, is it another whirling mace?
Yeah, I think he would know.
It does not appear to be that same sound. I can tell you that. It does not appear this thing has an infinite amount of weapons, relatively, that it
There's
can go
just
grab.
like there isn't just a cache of psi maces in this room back there that he's gonna.
He's gonna keep throwing them at us until we die.
Yeah.
And so what do you do with that information? Like, would you shout anything or do anything?
Is there any discernible information from the shadows, or just movement?
There appears to be a figure that is moving back and forth from whatever source of light is in there. And I think that at the end of this like part of the round, the shadow begins to grow, almost as if something is approaching
the light source.
The light, or
light source is approaching a thing.
It's diminishing. I'm sorry, diminishing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it appears
he's running away.
Right, and also with your light, it's throwing off the shadows, right? So yeah, it appears that the shadow is diminishing.
Okay.
But you can still see it.
Okay. So yeah, perfect. Which means it's probably running up back out of the doorway that the light's coming out of.
That's a total possibility, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Hooray!
Cool. Hiapo turns to Boomer, who's right next to him, and he's like, maybe we used to find sound to retreat now, eh?
just kind of look at Hayapo for a moment, and then look at...
He's, like, holding his shoulder. That's, like, you can see the blood running down his arm.
Just kind of, like, look at Hayapo, and then look at the rest of us. I don't think that's necessary yet. Although, Go-Go, may need a medic over there.
Yeah, he looks like he's winded, on the verge of shock. If you had to put a number to it, he's probably at 1 hit point.
Ballpark.
Ironically, I know what that's like.
Yeah, ballpark is just, estimations.
Yeah. Maybe a slightly educated guess.
So, man, I guess if you say no, what he's going to do is he's going to bring his laser rifle up, and he kind of, like, props it, like, underneath his arm, because his left arm is, like, not really usable right now. He just kind of props it, and, like, he takes up after you, and, like, next thing that breathes gets shot. And he stares down the corridor. These guys are living creatures, so
Hooray!
They can be removed from the turn order. Go-Go, it's your turn.
Go-Go looks back at everybody. She holds up her rocket launcher, and then in the other hand holds up a med kit.
So please help Hiapo.
She's like, okay. So she puts her...
The twinkle in the eye goes out.
back on her back, and then moves towards Hiapo with the med kit.
Okay. All right.
There may be time yet. Go.
Kind of dejected, she goes over to Hiapo, attempts to apply medical aid.
Absolutely.
As best she can.
What's her medicine now?
6,000.
64. No, it's a 2.
Wow.
Nice.
Okay.
Damn, she's actually I
rolled a 10 with a
medic.
-1, so...
Yeah. She's a legit medic now.
Yeah.
Which is terrifying for all of you, just so you know.
Probably. Because it's not
Margot
good
is
medicine.
your medic,
It's
but that's
just
fine.
it's not good medicine. It's just effective medicine.
I don't
Oscar
remember
knows what
the
that's like.
attribute is. Intelligence? Dexterity?
Intelligence or dexterity, you can choose whether or not you want to identify, like, if you want to use your knowledge of the human physiology, or if you want to physically, like, stitch up wounds and stuff. Either one will be fine.
I asked this, and then remember it's the same. So
Right, sure. Yeah, totally.
but for flavor.
Yeah, sure.
For funsies. Woo!
Nice. So 3d6.
Ooh,
What?
that's so bad.
2 1s.
Wow. That
Man, this-
sucks.
But you did get
I mean,
1-6, so
That's one short of average. I mean, that's not really...
This feels like
bad,
another
man.
game that I...
Feels bad.
Yeah,
God,
he
I'm
still
so
looks...
sick of ones.
He still looks injured, but he does not look like he is on the brink of death anymore. You're able to staunch the bleeding, at least. And now it's just, like, the shock and stuff that might kill him at this point, right?
Well, the funny thing is, Hiapo is... Even if he's beat to shit, he still has 2 more health than Oscar does at his maximum.
that is
So
true.
let's keep this in perspective here.
That's a good point. It's a good point. Alright, fantastic.
Hiapo's fine.
He's good.
Alright.
He's faking it. He's okay. He's malingering.
Well,
Listen, he's gonna die anyway. I'm not quite sure why we're wasting medkits on him, but that's fine.
Because
that's insensitive.
he has, like,
You've already
if he
told
dies,
us
then we
and
lose our source of infinite medkits.
This is true.
It's true, it's all about resources here, right?
Right.
Yeah.
This is resource management.
But if he does
Yeah.
die, we gain a couple of days of food.
See, this isn't just resource management. This is intense resource management. This is like intensive, like embroiled conflict resource management, which is obviously very important. All right, Go-Go. So you spend your action doing that. Boomer.
Boomer, seeing that nothing has actually appeared to combat this particular turn, he is going to switch to his mono knife, which I almost called something else again. run up to this dead creature, and he's going to stab it like 6 or 7 times to make sure it stays dead.
Roll me the damage. Just roll whatever the damage for your mono knife is, which is what, 1d8 plus 1?
Yeah, that sounds right. Okay, 1 second.
I just want to make sure you do enough damage to damage this thing enough is really the intent here. You won't... I mean, you'll hit it, right? It's literally lying on the ground. Okay, yeah. You think you've done a pretty good job at destroying the circuitry and the things that were holding it together and regenerating it.
Then I'm going to use the rest of my movement to just kind of go here.
Sure, yeah. Sounds good. Go hide behind the wall. Seems great. Alright, Fortune.
Yep. I'm gonna go like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Wait. Like that. And then I'm gonna go prone and pull out a sniper rifle.
Okay, so your action is gonna be to like you're gonna get behind the wall, you're gonna go prone, you're gonna pull out your sniper rifle, and you're gonna set it up, right? Like you're gonna prepare.
And I'm watching this area right here.
Cool. Awesome.
And if anything pops out of that doorway, bang.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to take you a turn to go prone and pull out your rifle, and... Are you setting up the bipod, or you just want to have it out? Because you won't get any benefit if you don't prepare it, but you can use your action to prepare to shoot with the sniper rifle, if that's what you want.
No, I just want it ready to fire, and then if for whatever reason nothing happens, then we'll see what happens. I'm not getting I'm not throwing out the bipod, getting the perfect position, but I do want to be ready.
Gotcha. So your action is going to be to hold your action until something comes around the corner, and you're gonna fire your sniper rifle at it.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe take a knee and use the wall as a support.
Cool. Yeah. We can move past those. Oscar. Looks like your crew is advancing towards where
at this point I'd probably whisper or quietly talk back. There's shadows and a noise.
Yeah, and Boomer, you could probably see, you probably can't see the shadows from your distance, but you can hear the humming now for sure.
Hang on.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Oscar is going to use his turn to float a grenade through that little doorway. I have line of sight into here. I can move an object 40 meters per turn. So he's going to put a grenade in here.
Okay, and it has to remain in line of sight, so it's going to go right here, right? Right at the edge of your vision?
This is this not a door? This, for all the world, to me, looks like a door.
Question, can you see through it?
I can see a door, and it is my understanding that doors lead to rooms.
This is all like a rock face.
Yeah, I see a rock.
This is all a rock face. This is where the
revise my plan
comes back. Yeah,
okay.
Literally, and just for future reference, always.
Sure.
Whatever you can see, whatever your character can see, is what you can see. If you cannot see it, you can't see it. There's nothing else blocking your way.
Well, no. So
cetera.
It really, on my screen, it looks like this here. What I'm showing is an entryway. So that's what I assumed I was going to be able to hit.
No, it's up around this other direction.
All right. Well, in that case, then I'm going to advance. If I can't actually see a doorway, I have no reason to believe. I have no reason to know what is up here other than something that needs killing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to move forward. Let's see. Yep.
Not there, please.
Why not there?
No, I mean that's fine because I guess in this game you don't count as cover, maybe. Because if I don't want to shoot through you to hit something.
Oh no, you could totally do that. Yeah, that's not a big deal.
Yeah.
He's just gonna sprint and/or move and then teleport. I assume, right, Oscar?
Well, Actually, I'm gonna. So that's about 20. I'm gonna move up here.
Sir, you're gonna go tuck in the side, and
That's well within my movement.
for sure.
So I'm gonna do that.
Absolutely. And remember, this wall is not here anymore. You see it on the map, but it got blown apart.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, you can totally move up right to there.
Yeah, Oscar became intimately acquainted with that wall.
Yes. There's probably still shards of it sticking out of your carapace at this time. Cool. Awesome. So, to no one's surprise, there is a thing that comes walking out. Now,
that's perfect. Now he's got himself well lit.
One of you has a ready action to shoot at him. But let me describe him first. So he comes walking out, and he's got his hands like outstretched, almost in like a Y, and you can see arrayed above him appear to be large. They look almost like spikes. They're very elongated and very thin, and there's maybe like 10 arrayed above his head. And at your angle it's hard to tell, but as he turns and moves, it looks like they might look like javelins or spears, or if you've ever seen I forget what they're called in this game, but they're like a primitive weapon that starships use to, like, they're just big metal steel rods, but they appear to shimmer almost as they're arrayed above his head. And he comes walking around the corner, like, ostensibly holding these things up. He's not touching them, obviously. We know this is a psychic being. He's holding them up above his head, and he turns and addresses whatever he may be able to see. But you have a ready action to hopefully kill this guy in just one shot and not have to deal with any of that, right?
That would be great, yeah.
Uh-huh.
What's his AC?
His AC is 4.
This is the one, Fortune.
This is it. I feel like everything else has been missing, but this is my baby, all right?
It's all been leading to this.
God, what the fuck is that?
Wow, all those ones.
Holy cow.
What is that?
Is that a natural? That was a natural one.
Yep.
That's a natural one.
I'm gonna call that a misfire.
Yeah.
So I pulled the trigger and it just goes click.
Yeah, you haven't had a lot of time to maintain your weapons down here. And you've been mostly traveling, and you've been mostly dealing with your pistols, right? Because it's all close quarters. But now you've got like a shot lined up. But man, or you go to pull the trigger and the safety's still on, and you're like, shit, and you have to click it off. But he can see 2 individuals. He can see Oscar or Fortune, but Fortune appears to be a much more dangerous target, as he is holding a quite large rifle and pointing it in his general direction. So with his, you see his hands are out. They're not like fists or anything. He just points his pointer finger down on his right hand, and one of those spears just fires out towards you.
I'm ready for it.
And we will see if it hits you. That's not the guy.
Yeah, Gogo, have you ever pulled a rebar beam out of someone before?
I know, but I'm sure gonna try.
A shimmering rebar beam out of somebody.
Yeah. Right. Your AC is 3, correct?
That is correct.
All right, he gets no other modifier. He misses. Shockingly, he misses.
I say, my mind is like, just stay still, and he won't see you.
Yeah. So here's the best part.
Yeah.
So it flies out. It hits the ground in front of you, and just shatters into basically dust. And it just like just the dust cloud just like coats over where you are. And yeah, there's no big metal piece anymore.
Okay, good. Kind of.
However, he's only one thing and only gets one action. So Hiapo Go-Go, do you tell Hyapo anything after you, like, you, like, slap a quick bandage on him and you wrap it a few times and you're like, okay, buddy, you're good to go. Do you say anything to him? Because everybody's moving up, but that's not really what he looks like he wants to do.
I think that Go-Go would tell him to stay here. Just stay out of the way. Just stay put.
Sure.
Shoot at something if you can see something.
If something comes past, and I would say, like, see where these doors are.
Yeah.
Like, I'd say if something gets that close, shoot at it. Otherwise, just stay out of the way, okay?
Yeah, and I think that he says, that's good, Go-Go. Mayhaps I watched the 6. That's what they say, yeah? And like he like puts his back up against the wall,
God.
and he's like propping his laser rifle, and he's like looking back to make sure nothing's coming up from behind you. And, yeah.
Poor Hyapo.
So just like, yeah, Hyapo. Okay.
All right, Go-Go, it's your turn.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? I think I'm just gonna move up to well.
You can do the thing if you wanted to.
Do the thing.
That's relatively close to.
Okay. So my
No, it's
question
fine.
is blast radius.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
What again?
Plus, we're inside, so I feel like all the draft.
Well,
is
Yeah.
this way.
So like.
Wonderful GM, please tell me what will happen if I shoot it with my rocket launcher.
It doesn't say that the blast radius is in like particularly large or anything on these. It's mostly armor penetration, right? Like that's the big deal with this.
Mm-hmm.
However,
It looks like a football play map, by the way.
What
It does.
what Fortune says is not incorrect. It's mostly what does the concussion wave do, not what does the actual explosion do here. Like, it would be hard. I would make some rolls because, to be honest, I would have to see myself how bad it may be on the internal structure. Also, just as a reminder, you're not in the like Durasteel facility any longer.
Yeah.
You're actually in a part of the ruins, like an actual part of the ancient Abul ruins here.
I might have a slightly, well, maybe not better option, but a different option, if you'd like to help.
Okay.
I've got some super awesome incendiary rounds in my backpack. If you could get those out and hand one to me.
It's true. You could use your action to reach into his pack and give one to him. That is a thing that you could do for sure.
Okay. Because I don't actually have any other weapons to reach, even if I got...
Right, because yours is
So
only...
it doesn't
Yeah,
actually
you'd have to
work.
run up there, like, right in his face, basically, to...
Yeah, which
get
I
him.
prefer not to do.
Yeah,
I
I
accidentally
noticed.
deleted a
I
torch.
got it.
Sorry.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I can move up right behind him, and I'll do that. I'll say I do that.
Yeah.
Torch has been reacquired.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Maybe he's scared of the dark. We can just...
Yeah,
No.
that seems legit.
Yeah, I think so.
So yeah, Fortune, do you like how do you motion for Go-Go to like get her attention to do that?
I'm probably throwing out some crazy hand signals that she's not understanding. So she thinks I might be having a seizure. I think
Yeah.
is why she comes over.
I'm staring at you like squinted eyes, like, what? What?
What? She's got her hands up like what?
I go, backpack, box, incendiary, round.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So you go
start right through his...
Yeah, you rip
Funny,
open his back.
I don't know that Go-Go actually knows what an incendiary round looks like, but sure.
Oh, it
It's got
says-
the little
well, it
fire
doesn't
symbol
look-
on it. Yeah, the
Okay,
box.
it
The
doesn't
box
look like
has,
it.
You know what? I know. I picture Go-Go taking like a couple things out and holding it up, and then being like, "No, that's not it," and then taking something else out and like shaking it and being like, "No, that's not it," and then finally handing him something.
Yeah. Cool. So
And
now, yeah.
I would also tell you, if you want, there are 2 semi-auto pistols in there. Or no,
You
there's
just
one
hold up
semi-auto
the
pistol
shotgun.
in there.
It's just like,
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's the incendiary round. Good luck.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Good luck,
Fantastic. Boomer, it's your turn.
Previously, do we know if this led to a...
Dog bark?
Sorry. Do we know if this led to, like, a tunnel area, or is that just, like, a dugout?
Yeah, that looks like it's just like a collapsed portion of like the actual rock wall. But you do know that the original creature, came out from inside of this thing, right? Like, it came out along the ceiling out of this thing, and then Oscar's first intention was to throw something at it. Which is not a bad plan, I don't think.
All right. What? Damn it. Okay. Boomer is going to actually move here. See what he can see.
Uh-huh. What? Boomer, tell us what your human eyes see. You see this guy with, like, the things arrayed over him. He sees you now, as well.
And you think, this might not be the best spot to stay.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and take an energy rifle shot.
Sure, yeah. His AC is 4.
Don't roll that 1.
Maybe this is Boomer's chance right here.
I think so.
Remember, all you guys really have to do in this game is hit things.
Yeah, and yeah.
Unfortunately, no.
Okay, I'm just gonna duck back.
So it probably hits him, but it just bounces off of his armor that he's wearing. You can see it's like this Durasteel. It's like it appears to be like melded to his body in some way. But yeah, it just blasts off of it. There's a little scorch mark on it now. And you just duck behind the wall again?
Yes.
Fantastic. All right, Fortune, you have an incendiary round readied now, thanks to the helpful Go-Go.
Mm-hmm.
You can slap it in there, put the bolt forward, and take another shot if you'd like. Or do whatever you'd like.
Can I reload and fire in the same turn?
No, you have to. I'm sorry, that's true. You do have to reload for an action and then fire for another action.
And reload is the entire action, right? Like I can't
Correct.
reload.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then that is what I do.
Yeah. Are you gonna you can still move though? Like, you could duck.
Nope.
You could roll into cover if you wanted to.
Nope. I'm hoping if he still sees me, he does not move.
Okay, gotcha.
Because if he thinks he has a ranged weapon, I'll just keep throwing things at him. Right. I'll accept that because that means I can shoot back.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, he's definitely not on the I'm gonna run up and hit somebody train right now.
Yeah, and I don't want to move and then have him think that he needs to move to hit somebody else. So
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Oscar, you see this, roll me a, what do I want here? I think that I want a...
Soul. Do you want another life?
I do, yes.
Jordan.
But...
Reaper.
Roll me a tech sci-tech roll. Based on intelligence.
Sure.
This
Okay.
would, and the reason why I say this is kind of, I don't know another good option for this.
Sure. I mean.
Yeah, I think that's it. It's not a combat sci-tech roll. Okay, so no, yeah, you wouldn't know.
I mean, my combat sci-tech is also a -1, so it wouldn't matter much.
Yeah, I actually don't know. That might not be the right roll. What would you say? Let me say this. What would you say?
I'm not sure what you're having me assess right now.
That's what I'm going to. That's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
If you were attempting to evaluate the approximate psychic level of somebody else without a specific ability to do so,
I have.
I don't know if
levels
perception is a thing.
I have 3 levels in telekinesis, and that appears to be what he's using.
Yeah,
so you don't typically make skill
guess...
checks with that. However, I think that should count as some sort of. I mean, that's kind of his jam already, so it seems to stand to reason that he would be able to.
Yeah, it definitely looks like at least of that level, if not slightly more, because he's manipulating multiple objects as well. However, he may be being assisted by those objects, right? Like, there's also weird other shit going on there. With what you can assume are nanites.
Jordan, I would. Oh fuck! I don't actually have that level, do I? never mind. I can't. I was thinking I had something that I actually don't.
Right. If you're missing the meta psionics, like, evaluate skill level.
No. I forgot that it's level 2 when you can start interfering.
Correct. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh yeah, I can. Nope.
No, not
I
quite.
cannot.
Okay. It's your turn, sir.
I mean, I think the approach remains unchanged. Kill things with bladed weapon.
Right. But I mean, it's really. Are you going to try and get up in his face, or?
Oh hell no!
Back? Okay.
Are you kidding me?
Sure.
Fuck that. I'm in cover. He's right out in the middle of the hallway.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Throw your thing at him.
That's initiative. I clicked the wrong button.
That sure is initiative. That's a great initiative roll, by the way, sir.
It really is a good initiative roll.
It really was a great initiative roll.
You go twice this round.
Yeah. Yeah, congratulations.
I'm sorry I have to keep asking. Is this guy 4?
Yes, 4. AC 4.
Okay.
I should find a way to make that public knowledge.
Visible?
Actually, I can totally do that.
Holy shit.
You rolled poorly. So
yeah, I did.
Poorly.
Not as bad as Fortune.
So he whips the sword out. It, clangs off his armor and,
Yeah, that's exactly how it happens.
Can you
guys click on him and see a 4 now? In the green box?
I cannot.
I cannot click on him.
Okay.
I can click on him now, but it's not populated with any numbers.
Sad face.
Apparently, the $400 was not worth it.
Yeah.
Send it back.
No matter.
Send it back.
Okay, fantastic. It is his turn.
Oh wait, that's because I'm stupid. Wait, no. Okay, whatever. Go ahead.
Fortune, you're still the most obvious target here.
Mm-hmm,
but I think he is going to advance. But he's like walking. He's not actually moving at a quick rate.
Okay.
So he's going to come to right about there, and he's going to huck another psychic spear at you.
Do it.
Your AC is 3, correct?
That is correct.
Missing. Damn. Missed again. Foiled again.
In my brain, I'm thinking, yes, it's working. Don't move.
Yeah. So this one hits the wall in front of you, right? And it just Go-Go, you look up, and luckily you have your goggles on, and this dust just hits you in your face. And you gotta wipe off your goggles real quick. But it kind of dissipates too fairly quickly after it does that. And now he's used.
You've got good line of sight, so that's good.
Yeah, he's used 2 of his 10 things. Yapo is guarding the door. Go-Go, it's your turn.
The time for rockets may have passed, incidentally.
Indeed.
Although you're the one playing, so
I think
do
you're
as
in
you
range
please.
with a shotgun, though.
Totes.
I believe I am.
Yeah, especially if you move up to the wall, that puts you well in range.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's all I can do.
And he just gave you a nice little hole to shoot at him.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and now I have clear vision, so we're all set.
Seems good.
So Go-Go wipes off her goggles and makes that squeaky noise, and then just steps up a little bit to the side of Fortune.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
How many shots have you taken? Is this the 4th round? Do you have to reload after this?
I have 11 out of 20.
Oh, right. The clips are 20.
20 round, yeah.
Yeah, 20 round. Okay, yeah, so you still got...
Yeah, I'm currently at 11 out of 20.
Shots,
so I'm going to do another burst.
Yep. For some reason, I thought combat shotguns were 12, but whatever.
I did too.
Burst fire, go.
Yes.
Yeah. Although it was a 1 for damage.
It doesn't matter.
You hit. That's the important part.
He now knows he's not a god.
Yeah, you're one step closer. So yeah, you burst fire, And you can see now that you've hit him in a few places that his armor is missing. Maybe it's the scatter from the shotgun, right? But you can see that there are a few places now where there is like liquid kind of running out of these holes in his armor, across the armor. It looks very slick. It's like clear though, so it just looks wet. But he's damaged a little bit, and he kind of like he stutter steps once, and he just kind of like looks, and he continues pressing forward, seemingly unfazed. Fantastic. Anything else for Gogo?
No, she's happy.
Okay. All right, Boomer, it's your turn.
All right, Boomer's pretty much going to do the same thing he did last time.
Sure. Yeah. Pop out, shoot him, pop back.
I can't actually even see where Boomer is. Right? Oh, there he is.
He's behind the
Wait
wall that
for
doesn't
it.
exist anymore.
Yeah.
Wait for it.
And a natural